we're in Swansea traffic. Welcome back, everybody, to another edition of Swansea Beat, and this is the car edition.
Yeah.
I'm Dustin Rubio.
Alex Thomas.
You can follow us on Twitter at Swansea Beat. You can follow us on Facebook at Swansea Beat. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel, which would be amazing.
At Swansea Beat.
At Swansea Beat. Like it, give it a thumbs up, smash the like button, all that good stuff if that's what you're into. Appreciate all the support. Alex, what are we talking about?
Well, we're in the fourth round of the FA Cup.
Yep.
We beat Wolves on Wednesday. Decent result. Result.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
I was at the game. Jordan Ives on fire. Your defence is terrified.
Who is that guy?
Man,
Who is this guy?
Goal was ridiculous. Went through 5 defenders.
It's a great goal, but I think when you're looking at his performances he's had in the last few games, he's gotten some goals. I don't even know what it is. What, 3 in 4 games or something like that? So I don't even know. But anyways, but yeah, to do that is amazing. And we were talking about it on, I think, the last episode, a couple episodes ago, about how we have no creativity in the middle, and you were saying we needed a cam to kind of help do that. Siggy, and I said, well, at the moment we need our strikers to create their own space and create something for themselves, and he's been doing that, which is great.
He's done very well. Another booster as well. Boney scored.
Yep.
I know Wolves fans are saying you versed our second team, but I was just like, well, we faced your first team in the first time and you didn't beat us. So hey, I'll take a win. I think it's a booster of confidence for the players. Mesa had a good game. I feel the defenders had a good game. Connor Roberts had a good game.
Yeah.
I think the only ones that didn't really have a good game was Nordfeldt, because he should have saved that. But moving on, well, sort of related to the Wolves game, I was there and the attendance was so poor. I think it was like 9,250 or something like that. Something really, really bad.
Yeah, somebody tweeted out that was there.
And
saying that they said that this is what it feels like to go to an Ospreys game.
Oh,
no disrespect to Ospreys or rugby fans.
That's a very true
but
thing,
that's what they said, and I've always heard that of even Ospreys fans of saying, they go to both matches and they're like, it's crazy that they play at a stadium that big and there's barely anybody there. But anyways,
I was sitting in the east stand at the halfway line, and I just looked over to the south stand. I was like, man, there's about like 90 people in that whole stand. I'm just like, that was terrible. I was like, it's crazy to think that attendance is so low. But let's delve into it. Obviously, for me, there's a bunch of reasons that's a possibility of low attendance. One, because it's a cup game. No one feel like it matters that much. Most people wanted to go to the cup anyways, and we discussed that a couple of episodes ago, or even last episode. And some people are saying it's a protest. Like, what are your thoughts on it? Do you think it's a protest? Do you think it's, I can't be bothered to go sort of thing?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I would buy that, like, any weather or anything like that. I think just because, who do we play? We played somebody. It might even been the Tottenham game. That was terrible weather, and people don't care. Football fans, you don't care. You're so wrapped up in the game, and you prepare for that stuff, especially down here, in Swansea. And but I think if it could be a couple different things. They're protesting. Could be just for the board. Some of the decisions, some of the way that the business has gone since this whole investor, shenanigans with actors and comedians and stuff. But I think one of the big things I would think is the protest to this whole, what is it, an admin fee charge? There's
extra £2.50 each ticket sort of thing.
I saw lots of that on Twitter, because I was following the game on Twitter because I had something I had to do, so I kept checking on Twitter every so often to see. But that was something I kept seeing people say was, about, they weren't there because of the extra fees, and then people that were there that were tweeting about it, they said that they're glad they paid the extra, whatever it is, $2.50 or something.
It was a good game for the Swans in general, but it was almost disheartening for me to see like not many Swans fans there. It was quite annoying. But it's not just annoying for the chairman for like protesting out of pocket. But I feel like it's disheartening for the players to see nearly an empty stadium. We're a Premier League team, no matter, even if we are bottom of the table, we're still a Premier League team. And for them players to walk out and see pretty much half the stadium missing, it obviously it will bring morale down. I think, you know, yes, they played for the win, they got the win, but I feel like they're just like, you know, you're not actually showing your support. Most, you know, true supporters would come to see their club no matter what, if we're in League One, League Two, Championship, whatever.
Yeah.
And I think they're just really disheartened that it wasn't even half the stadium there.
Yeah, you know, I think it's a difficult one. It's 50-50 because I think in some sense this is where you want to hit. If you're protesting against a board, not a manager, not a player, but the people who control the money and what happens, this is how you want to hurt them. This is where you hit them. You hit them in their pockets.
Yeah.
And it's a great way to do it. The problem is we're not a mid-team table wanting to go, you know, to play in Europe or whatever, and we're going to protest for those reasons or whatever. You know, like we're at the bottom of the table, and whether people are all for let's just go down and play better football, which is I don't really get that sort of thinking. But I feel like, hey, especially for all the old heads, you know, that have been supporting fans since day one for decades, you know, then I think, you know, you supported them in you know, League One and all that, you know, support them now. And I know it's a difficult time, but
yeah, and to be honest, for the fans who've been supporting it for decades, I'd imagine you've seen much worse than this situation at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, there could be a bit of where we're spoiled.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We've been spoiled. You know, we won a cup. We've had some great football. I mean, I remember on you know, sports, Sky Sports News, they would talk about us. Remember the whole Swansea Lona or whatever, and you know, we had some great moments that have happened since we've been in the league, and whether we just, you know, and counting myself as well, where you know, we can rant, complain because it's just a bit spoiled, and you know, so we're just kind of like, well, let's just leave this league and go down and, you know, rediscover ourselves. And it's like, that's not an easy thing to come back from. Anyways, that's the whole thing I've said before.
Let's move on. Yep. We are quite far away into the transfer window at the moment.
Yeah, we are.
And we were discussing this earlier. All of a sudden, ever since our last video, we've been linked with some big players, like some of these massive players that come in.
Because you came up with a wish list last time.
Yeah.
Because we weren't really linked besides with one player, and now all of a sudden we're linked with like Alexis Sanchez and Messi or something. I mean, it's ridiculous, the like, players we're linked with.
Like, when I first heard them, I was like, oh, that's just, you know, boo-hooey, like, that's just stupid, that's, you know, no chance. But then you're hearing little ins and outs saying, you know, oh, we've actually bidded for them, or we've actually got in contact with these people and asked if they're interested. Obviously, with the likes of Kevin Gamero and Nicolas Gaitan, those are some massive names being thrown in. You know, that's a whole another ball game. Like, we can be excited about Sanchez and Renato. You can be excited about, you know, Alboni coming back. But when you talk about a Kevin Gamero or a Gaitan, who are proven Champions League or even Atletico Madrid starters, you got to think, you're just like, that's a massive name.
I'm a little bit sketched out. I think it's all, the whole thing is like, I'm not buying it. I think if this was in the summer, I think then that's the way it should be done, you know. But I think in January, I just don't see Hugh, as long as Hugh's involved. But look, he could be different, he could change, but I'm not sure he will. But for us to make in business like this in January, you know, then they're coming to the realization where we've been at for months, where we're saying, this is how you make your money, is by us playing Premier League football. And this is how we play Premier League football, is having the right players that are good enough to play, you know, for the Swans. And whether they're going to start kind of panic buying, not saying that it always comes out negative, that could sound negative. But, you know, I don't know where that all those are coming from, those links. My only, I guess, concern is that I'm hoping it's not a kind of a smoke screen. It's just something to throw out there for the fans to kind of get us all excited and talking, so we're not all moaning and complaining leading up to the end of the window. And I'm hoping that it's not that, and I'm hoping that we don't, those all fall through and we end up with like an under 23 or some player that got relegated last season or the season before from the Premier League. I'm hoping it's not that.
Yeah, you know, I feel like we've been linked with a few different people. Obviously, I think Carvajal knows the position we're in now. He's thinking it's a lot harder to sign players when you're bottom of the league. I think he's discovering that very much so. Like, he's learning, like, players are rejecting us. Like, they're just like, you know, I don't really want to be in that position. So maybe he has to go into like the loan market or even short-term contracts sort of thing now. And
Yeah.
I think that's a very difficult position to be
Yeah.
in. So we'll see what happens there.
On a side note, I find his honesty refreshing.
Yeah, I agree with you. I agree that Carvajal is very honest when it comes to press conferences. I'm glad he's being realistic about our situations. But moving on, Monday, Liverpool, home. The big team that have ended Man City's undefeated streak in the Premier League. They have beaten the almighty Man City.
Yeah.
And their confidence is probably sky high right now.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on this match?
Yeah, my thoughts with that, just that accolade of, they completely went head to head. It was like a boxing match, just blow for blow, Man City and Liverpool came out on top, But the thing is, that could go to our advantage if they are tired, because for 90 minutes, it was pretty much the same team, and they ran a lot. They pressed hard. They were just they ran so hard.
It was one of my favourite matches to watch because it's so back and forth.
Yeah.
It was quite nice to see. Because most Premier League games you just see sitting back and defending.
Yeah.
But it was just so you're on the edge of your seat every time someone got a chance. You're just like, what a great game.
It was like a classic 90s boxing match. Like, they just went for it. Forget defense. We're going to try to knock this team out.
Liverpool go 4-1 up, and then Man City start to come back in, and you're just like, will Man City get a draw out of it? And then Liverpool won. It's just like, very great game. I think, like you said, that maybe it could work in our favour because they're absolutely knackered after working so hard and running so much. Obviously, they've had a long time to recover, but it still can make a difference on Monday. You never know. I think.
I mean, the thing is like Salah, he's been playing every game. Firmino, Mane, so they could be tired anyways because we are, deep in the season. And I think the only one I'd be kind of nervous about, who's probably getting some confidence now, is the Ox.
Yeah.
He had a good game. But I think that's my thoughts. Is I'm hoping that they are a bit tired, and hopefully we're riding on some confidence from the match, against Wolves.
One thing I'd like to see is a Bony Ayew partnership against Liverpool, maybe again.
Not mad at that at all.
Ayew needs to be starting more now. He needs to be our first team player now. Since he's hitting up for a lot of form, I feel Bony is his perfect partner in crime. I feel like he can hold up the ball, even though he didn't hold up the ball well against Wolves. But I think that's just confidence, and I think as he gets into the flow, maybe he can supply those balls to Ayew, and Ayew can be our finisher finally. Sort of thing. So let's make this preview thing quick. What are your predictions for this match?
Okay, as we tend to do, heart and head. With my head, I'm going to say my prediction is 3-0 them.
Okay.
I think, they could possibly not be tired and just kind of run with it, and it could be difficult for us. But with my heart, I'm going to say 2-1 us.
Okay.
Yes, 2-1 us.
With my head, I will say 3-1. I think we'll grab a goal. I think we'll look like we're going to do something, but Liverpool will just come in and humble us pretty much, teach us a lesson. In my heart, obviously I'd love to have a win, but in my heart there's always a little bit of knowledge about me as well. In my heart, so I'm just like, I would happily take a point.
Oh yeah, me too.
So but that's it. Thank you for watching. Leave your comments down below on YouTube, on Facebook. Let us know your thoughts. What do you think was going to happen in the Liverpool game? What is your thoughts on the transfers? We shall see you very soon.